Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So if you have clicked onto this video, I assume that you are ready to actually make change in your life, which is what I'm going to be going through. So I really wanted to film this video today because you see so much information online. You see, you know, coaches and influencers and people in life like giving you advice, giving you all the tips, but no one actually teaches you how to implement it. No one actually teaches you how to build the discipline to make the change. I really just want to sit down today and talk about how you can actually start changing your life right now, like right this instant, right after this YouTube video, how you can start making change. And I think there's a few key principles for this video. Now, just to preface this by saying, I'm not reading a script today. I have no idea where this direction of this video is going to go. I'm really just speaking from my heart. I've literally just turned on the camera and I'm just going to speak to you guys. So the main topics I want to be talking about is discipline, building discipline, how to actually integrate everything you see online into your life. Now, it's obviously so much easier said than done, but then on the flip side, it actually just is that easy. Sometimes it just is that easy. Sometimes all you're missing is the decision to actually just do the thing. Like sometimes it's not that deep, sometimes it's not that hard. It's literally just a decision, like deciding that you're gonna do the thing, that you're gonna show up for yourself, and that you're gonna do it no matter what excuses come up. And I feel like people can get stuck on the one side of like, you know what to do, you know how to do it, but you don't want to do it, or you think it's hard, or you struggle. Like you get caught up in this side of that it's hard and it's a struggle and it takes so much effort and time. And like, yes, that is true, but that is also true for everything in your life. Anything that you want to do, any skill that you want to build, a business you want to build, social media, your career, like literally anything you want to do in life requires skill, patience, discipline, consistency. Like it requires all that stuff. So it's like, it's no different to working on yourself, working on your mindset, your habits, your routines, things like that. So I'm like, one side, like I understand that it's like hard and takes a lot of effort and time and you can't be bothered, but I think in this video I'm really just want to snap you out of that, because sometimes it's not that deep, sometimes it's not that hard. It's actually so fucking simple, and you literally just need to decide that you want to do it. That is pretty much the motivating factor to changing your life. And I posted a video on TikTok and Instagram the other day talking about how every decision that I've made in my life has drastically changed it for the better. Like I decided I was going to quit my full-time job, so I did. I decided I was going to start a business. I decided I was going to leave that relationship. Like I have made so many big decisions like that, and it has led me to this exact point right here, and I am the best I've ever been in my life. But I had to make those decisions. I had to make those hard decisions. I had to commit. I had to not look back. And I think, you know, from quitting my job 2 years ago to being a business owner today, like there has been so much that has happened in between, the growth, the identity, the imposter syndrome. Like there has been so much stuff that I never talk about on socials. I've been able to implement, I've been able to integrate this into my life because I just fucking do it. Like it's gonna sound so dumb, but I've just done it. Like I've literally just done it. I haven't made excuses. Like yes, there's been times where it was very hard. It was hard. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to show up. I couldn't be bothered. I didn't have any energy. But then there's other times, and like now that I have the mindset and the self-worth and the beliefs to back myself now, it's not hard. It's actually so easy. It's so easy to do what I want now. It doesn't even have to be like about business, like just showing up every day, working out, eating well, like being the person I actually want to become is so easy because I just fucking do it. Like when you really just cut all your excuses out, then you have nothing left to stand on other than your accountability. And I feel like that's going to be another principle as well, like accountability. Why are you not taking accountability? Why are you letting things run your life? Why are you letting the excuses run your life? And that is a big part as to why people don't make change, because they always want someone, something to blame. And honestly, I feel like I've had the most change in my life when I've taken accountability, because where I am, wherever you are right now in your life, your circumstances, financial, relationships, like every area of your life, wherever you are right now is because of you. This is because of you, because of what you've done, the choices that you have made. Something, I actually saw this in a Gary Vee video and it changes my life because it's so brutal but yet so true. It says everything that happens in your life is your fault. And like, you might hear that and go like, oh my god, like what the fuck, like, well, I don't deserve that and I didn't do this, and you know, make all this shit up. But honestly, like, your exact circumstance right now in your life, where you are exactly right now in your life, is your fault. It's because of you. It's because of the decisions that you've made. And if you're watching this video and you're not happy about where you are, or you know things need to change, again, like, that power only lies within you. So where are you not taking accountability for? Where in your life are you blaming other people? Because let me tell you now, you are not going to get anywhere in life if you keep blaming your parents, your siblings, your workplace, like your childhood. Like, we've all been through shit. Don't sit here and individualize yourself and think that you are the only person that goes through shit, because every single person goes through shit. Everyone has had traumatic experiences. Everyone has dealt with challenges, and like, obviously you can never compare what you've been through to someone else, but we've all experienced the highest of highs and the lows of lows. So we all know the spectrum of life. You get to a point in life where you can't blame your parents anymore. You can't blame them for the way they brought you up. You can't blame them because of their financial situation. You can't blame them for the school that you went to, for what you did, for the job you have, for the friends you have. Like, you literally can't blame them. And you get to a point where, like, if you're watching this video, you're probably old enough to know that you have no backbone to fall on. You have no one to fall on. You have no one to blame anymore. Like, everything that you're doing is because of you. Again, if you get anxious about that, or scared, or you think that's very brutal, then good, because it's time for a change. How do you make change? Step one, take accountability. Take accountability for your life, for all of your actions, all of your choices. And I need you to also understand that, like, the choices that you make that aren't good have consequences. Are you dealing with those consequences right now? And they don't have to be extreme consequences, but even just like little things, like, do you sleep 8 hours every night, or do you wake up tired every single morning? That's a consequence. Do you look after your health, or do you feel like shit all the time? Are you sick all the time? That's also a consequence. Like, it doesn't always have to be big things. Like, it can be these small things, but what happens is that they start to compound. And I hear so many people, oh, I'm so tired, I'm sick all the time, I have no energy, can't be bothered. Like, everyone is always so low vibe, so, like, no one has the energy, no one has the drive, no one has the motivation anymore, because they have these small habits that compound, and then overall, you feel like shit. And because you feel like shit, you have no drive, you don't want to do anything, you have no self-respect, you are just going to follow the crowd, essentially going to follow the sheep. You're just going to get a job that pays the bills, you're not going to question it, your boss or your manager's going to treat you like shit, and you're just going to put up with it. Like, things like that. That's what compounds. Take accountability for your fucking life. Like, look at your life right now. Write down every single category of life. And I want you to ask yourself, where am I not taking accountability? Where can I be taking accountability? Because when you're accountable, no one can use that against you. No one can turn around to me right now and say, Melise, you did this, this, and this, and you've done this and this. Like, I know that. I know that. And honestly, something that I've always done since younger, that I want to give advice to whoever is watching, like, own your fucking shit. Like, own your shit. You fucked up, you own that. Because when you own it and when you take accountability, no one can use it against you. No one can use it against you. No one can humiliate you. No one can embarrass you. No one can make you feel like shit and put you down. No one can do that, because you know it and you own it. Every single mistake I've made in my life, every single fuck up, like, every single thing that I've done in my life that I'm not proud of, or that whatever the circumstances were, something that I've done, like, I will always own my shit. I'm always the first person to say sorry. I'm always the first person to apologize. I'm always the first person to own up to it, because then the other person can't turn around and say, oh, well, you didn't do this, or you didn't say that, or you didn't take accountability for that. Well, yeah, I fucking did. I fucking did. And now you can't use it against me. No one can manipulate you if you have accountability. If you want to start making change, look at where you lack accountability in your life. And something that also really helped me was, like, start small and then work your way up to bigger. And when I say small, I'm talking about, like, your daily life, your daily habits, like the things you do daily, weekly, monthly, like look at that stuff first, because that's the easiest to change. If you wake up tired all the time, if you don't get enough sleep, if you're on your phone all the time, if you're not eating well, if you're not exercising, like things like that are so quickly fixable. So quickly fixable, because now that you're watching this video, now that you're gaining awareness around things that you might not have accountability for, that is when you're really going to start to notice now the habits, the people, the places that you know that there's something there, you know that you're not owning up to something, you know that you're not taking accountability for something. So really, I feel like now you're going to start having awareness around what you need to change, if you don't already know it, because I feel like deep down everyone knows like the things they know they should be doing, but they don't. Like everyone has that, like it's like a deep, like it's like a gut feeling, right? It's like, oh, I know I should be doing that, but I'm not, right? So, or I know that like I should change that, but I don't. And you know, this can also bleed into friendships and relationships and things like that. Like if you know you're not in the right relationship, like you know that, it doesn't have to take your best friend to tell you that you're not in the right relationship. Like you're probably in denial, which is what a lot of people are, is in denial. And, you know, that's fine. That's a journey to go on. But, like, you know deep down what you're supposed to be doing, what is good for you, what you need to take accountability for. Honestly, a lot of this work is just, like, going inwards and reflecting. So if you don't already know, reflect on that and see where you can start taking accountability for your life. And then the next part is, once you know where you lack accountability, once you know what you need to own, once you know what you need to do, then you need to implement it, you need to integrate it into your life. Now, this is essentially the hardest part to anything, to life, like integrating anything into life. Why? Because we're human and we have feelings and emotions and thoughts and distractions and temptations. And when you go on a journey, when you start to commit to something, you will always be tested. You will always be tested. Temptations will always be thrown in to see if you're gonna get past it, to see if you're gonna overcome the lesson. When you first start doing this kind of stuff, like you will give in so much, and like that's so normal. But the most important thing to remember is it's not about how many times you give in, it's how many times you get through it. How many times you decide that I'm still going to do it anyway. Like it doesn't matter how I feel, I know that my thoughts are racing right now. It doesn't matter how many excuses I can come up with right now. Like I'm still going to do it. Discipline is the biggest thing for life. Like anything you want in life requires discipline. Anything you want in life requires discipline. The way that you feel discipline is from your self-worth. Now, I speak about self-worth a lot, and if you haven't watched my other videos, I highly recommend going to watch them, because this will make a lot of sense. But when you lack discipline, you lack self-worth. What I mean by that, and if you don't understand what I'm saying, what I mean by that is when you don't like yourself, when you have negative thoughts about yourself, when you have negative beliefs and programmings about yourself, it's going to be really hard for you to show up. Let's take it back to when I was like 15. I hated myself, hated everything about myself, the way I look, like literally every single thing about me, physically, internally, like my personality, my characteristics, like everything about me I absolutely hated. And at that time, it's like, that version of me, why would she show up for herself? Why would she want to make herself feel good? She wouldn't. She doesn't want to. She's in a victim mentality. She wants to feel like shit. She wants to feel shit. I wanted to feel like shit all the time. That's why I was always constantly negative and complaining, and like could never see light on the other side for any situation. Like I was just so stubborn. And now that's a very extreme example that I'm using, but just to give you context, why would she wake up early and go to the gym if she hates herself? She wouldn't. She literally wouldn't. Like, so when I say self-worth fuels discipline, I'm talking about the way that you feel about yourself is going to dictate how much you show up for yourself. I love myself. I respect myself. I value myself. So I fucking show up every single day. And it doesn't feel hard because my beliefs align with my actions now. And the resistance comes from your subconscious beliefs, programs and patterns and things like that don't align with your goals or with what you want right now. So that's where the resistance comes in. It's like, okay, I want to do this thing, but what is holding me back? What belief? It's always a belief. It's always a belief. Anything that ever holds you back in life, it's always a belief. So what belief is holding me back? What did someone say to me? What did I hear? What did I internalize? Like, it's always a belief that it will hold you back. It's reflecting. Like, if you don't value yourself, if you don't respect yourself, then why the fuck would you show up for yourself? Like, you literally just wouldn't. The formula is so simple. It is so simple. If you love yourself, if you respect yourself, if you care about yourself, then you'll show up for yourself. If you're the opposite, then you won't. Like, people who are insecure, people who doubt themselves, people who care about what people think, like, why would you show up? Why would you show up? Like, you care about what people think because of it's attached to another belief that you have about yourself. Like, do you see how everything is so linked? To get to the root, you just need to work backwards. Like, okay, I have this belief. How can I work backwards? How does this make me feel about myself? Where did that come from? Why do I believe that? Who said that? Where did I see that? Like, it all, you literally just need to work backwards. That's why I always start with self-worth. Because when if you don't have any self-worth, I'm telling you now, you're not going to have any motivation. You're not going to have any discipline. And it's not going to be consistent. It's going to be so inconsistent. I think another thing as well that definitely helped me was, like, break it down. Like, look at what you want to change in your life and break it down. The framework that you're going to want to use to implement your goals and things that you want to work towards is working backwards. Whatever your goal is, you work backwards. If you want your dream body, what does that look like? How much do you weigh? What's your height? How much body fat do you need to have on you? Okay, now work backwards. How many times a week do I need to train? How much protein do I need to be eating? How much cardio do I need to be doing? Like, what should my diet look like? How much water? What supplements should I be taking? Like, literally work backwards. Again, a very simple formula, works with everything. Work backwards. Envisioning that dream version of yourself. What is she like? What is he like? What do they do every day? What's their routine? Okay, you have the vision of them. Now work backwards. Okay, when they wake up in the morning, what would they do? Okay, they do X, Y, and Z. Okay, and at night, their night routine, what would they do? Okay, X, Y, and Z. And what kind of values do you think that they would embody? Okay, this, and this. Okay, how can I start implementing little things every single day to start embodying that person? Like, do you see when you break it down, you see when you work backwards how easy it becomes? It becomes so easy, because then when you're just trying to jump from thing to thing, you don't have a plan, you don't have a direction or a strategy, it's very hard, you know? Apply this to anything in your life. What is the end goal and how can you work backwards? I think the last thing I want to talk about is, like, it takes a lot of courage to make change in your life, especially decisions that go against beliefs or social norms in your family or within your friends. Like, going and doing something that is out of the norm is very scary. It's very scary, and don't ever give up. Like, no matter how hard it is, no matter how scared you are, no matter how much you doubt yourself, like, don't ever give up. Because I have these moments so many times where I look back at things that I've done or used to do, and I just think, why did I ever give up? Like, if I just kept going, I would have made it. If I just kept going, I would have done it. Doesn't matter how many times you get knocked down, as long as you keep getting back up. That really is just life. You're always going to get knocked down. How much quicker can you get back up? How much stronger can you get back up? Don't be discouraged by the things that throw you off or tempt you or make you doubt yourself. Like, that is, like, you're not going to escape that. You're not going to escape that. You're not going to, you know, get around that. Like, everyone goes through that. And like I was saying, it takes a lot of courage, especially if you're making big decisions in life. Like, I quit my full-time job with no backup plan. I had no plan. Nothing. But I did have a very strong intuition, and I knew, and I remember saying to myself when I quit, I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to be doing, but I know that it's going to work out. Like, I have no idea where I'm going to end up, but I know that it's going to work out. And I think that trust and that faith has really gotten me through, you know, so many challenges, discomfort and judgment and with people's opinions. Like, that's gotten me through so much. So if you do have that voice inside of you that's saying that there's more for you and that you are going to do it, because, you know, like, everyone knows like what their soul's journey or path is. Like, you know that you can do it, you know that you're gonna achieve it. So just like trust that, have faith in that. And this is so much more than us. Like, this journey, that whatever you're about to commit to, like the journey that you're about to go on is gonna teach you so much. Like, learn everything. Like, you're gonna start doing whatever, you know, you're gonna start committing to your goals now. It's like you're just like on a road. Like, you're gonna go this way, you're gonna make the wrong turn, then you're gonna come back, and then you're gonna keep going, and then you're gonna detour, and then like you're just gonna keep going like this. And that's like, that's so fine. Like, that's life. Like, there are so many lessons to be learned along the way. It really is gonna be okay. It really is gonna work out. The only like way it's not going to work out is if you do nothing. If you click out of this video and continue to do what you're doing and make no change, then nothing is going to happen. Nothing is going to magically fall into your lap. Nothing is going to magically appear in front of you. Like, you need to put in the work. You need to put in the work. You need to have the commitment, the dedication. You need to have the discipline to go after what you want in life. I've said this quote so many times this past week, but nothing changes if nothing changes. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Like, if you genuinely do nothing, if you change nothing in this next 3 months, in this next year, in the next 5 years, you will have the exact same outcome. You'll have the exact same result. Like, don't expect anything different. Don't expect because you're going into a new year that different things are going to happen. Like, obviously, yes, life's going to throw shit at you, but I don't think that you're just going to magically change, because change is hard. Okay? And I think one last thing I do want to touch on. When I say change is not getting a new job. Change is not getting a new car. Change is not moving out. Change is not getting into a new relationship or breaking up with someone. Like, to really change, to change your life, to change yourself, change is internal. Change is not external. When someone comes to me and says they've changed, okay, what's changed? Okay, you moved out of house, you got into a new relationship, you got a new job. Cool. Has anything internally changed? Has any of your internal processes changed? Have you gotten more emotionally intelligent and self-aware? Change does not come from external. Yes, things can externally change, but to see real change in your life, to experience internal change, that is where the magic happens. Inside. When you're self-aware, when you're intelligent, when you can understand your mindset, your thoughts, your patterns, when you can understand, when you can rewire, when you can look at the pattern you have in your life and fucking change it because you can see it now, you have the awareness. That is true change. So don't sit here and think that when you get that new job, when you get that new car, when you move out of home, that you're gonna change. No. Your environment has changed. Everyone's environment is always changing, but change happened in here. That is like the biggest thing, and I drill that into so many people I talk to because it's fucking true. It's fucking true. If anyone from my past was to come back and tell me that they've changed, I literally don't believe you. If someone was to come back to me and tell me that they've changed and everything external has changed, then no, you haven't. You literally have not changed. And it happened to me. It actually happened to me not long ago. And someone from my past came back, told me that they've changed. New job, new relationship, they make more money now, they moved out of home, new car, new clothes. Like, that's cool, that's great, but your true colors will always show. It doesn't matter how many things change outside of you externally. It does not matter. Internally, you will always be the same person. And if you do not change what's inside of you, you will always attract the same shit, the same people, the same lessons, the same patterns. Like, it will always be the same. That is really such a big thing with change. The path that you're about to embark on requires internal change. If you want the dream body, the dream life, the dream business, the dream relationship, things inside of you need to change. Like, you can't expect to be the same person and have different things. Like, that's not the way that it works. You start from inside, everything outside starts to reflect that back to you. Don't get caught up in how things are going to happen. Just make sure that you're staying true to yourself. If you are wanting personalized, some more deeper support with this kind of stuff, this is what I do with my one-to-one coaching. So inquire through Instagram, send me a DM, or I do have an application form in my bio. I do have a free masterclass called Magnetic Mastery, Great for anyone wanting to know a little bit more info about what I do, what I can help you with, just really those like mindset shifts, especially like high value woman kind of vibe. So if that's your vibe or you resonated with anything I said today, that will definitely help. So that is linked in my YouTube bio, but also in my Instagram bio. I'm excited for you guys. I'm excited. I know that you're in good hands because you're listening to me, and that might sound very conceited, but I don't care. So I'm gonna leave you with that. I love you all, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.